Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to English fan experience's first NBA game, Lebron versus Steph Curry. I watched a video of his a few months ago of him going to his first college football game, and that was pretty cool to see like his first time experiencing that. And now he's going to an NBA game, which obviously the stadiums are a lot smaller. I feel like all US sports are sort of family events, so the crowds aren't like chaotic in terms of like in Europe you'll have fans that are sectioned off from the other fans that support opposing teams, and they'll have like flares and stuff. If you go into like Europe, Eastern Europe, their fans go crazy. In England, I mean, it's still like quite aggressive. It's not as chaotic as that, but in the US, it's a lot more of a family event. And obviously with basketball games, I feel like all the fans are just sort of mixed between each other. They'll chant stuff together. They'll like, it's just a family day out. So he's probably going to go into, because I know this guy goes to a lot of soccer games or football games in the UK and around Europe. So he experiences like the mixture of how like chaotic it can be. And this is more of just a fun time out. But the NBA, I don't know when LeBron and Steph were playing, because I know the Lakers just bottled it against the Nuggets for game 2. So I don't know when this game would have been, but it's going to be fun to see. Obviously, he chose to go to a pretty good game because these are the two like top guys for the last 15 years, even longer. So yeah, it's going to be probably like 20 years for LeBron. But it's going to be interesting to see because I've not really seen a video going into like a match day experience of an NBA game. Is there tailgating? I know tailgating's massive for the NFL and like football for like college as well. Baseball, I assume it probably would be. Because they're outside sports, I just feel like tailgating is more of a thing. Whereas with like the NHL and the NBA, it's like an enclosed arena. And I just feel like for some reason that affects maybe if there's tailgating and stuff. But who knows? We're going to check this out. Hopefully you're going to enjoy. Links are also in the description to my Patreon where you can see reactions that I can't post to YouTube, movies, TV series, all that good stuff. But let's check this out and see his first time experiencing this.
Today I'm experiencing my first ever basketball game.
Yes, basketball. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, Bugs Bunny, and now me. Previously, I've dipped my toes into the American sports world with the college football video, and my thoughts were interesting. The comment section on that video is absolutely phenomenal, by the way. Here's some of my favourites. Anyway, today I found myself in LA, and with no football on, I've decided to do something different than experience the Los Angeles Lakers against Golden State Warriors, LeBron James versus Steph Curry. And even I know this is absolutely massive, you know. I get it, it's a big deal. You know how this works. I'm going to get to the stadium, soaking everything that basketball has to offer, see what it's like as a fan, and whether I enjoy it or not. Welcome to away days, and let's get our, I'm thinking about, get our B-ball on. Is there a ball there? Probably, let's get to the crypto.com arena.
Is that what it's called?
That name will be memorable in 10 years.
It's a name. Ow.
Obviously, a lot of people weren't very happy with my thoughts on college football. So before we do this NBA video, I'm going to talk about my initial thoughts and what I've never experienced basketball, never watched it. Going in as a virgin, what my thoughts are going to be at full time. And it's also my first basketball game. My initial basketball thoughts are these. Too many points. There's just points lose meaning when there's that many of them. You know, too many of them. Too many matches. I feel like they play like 500 games a season.
NBA players play so many games. Like the NFL, I feel like I don't want to say the beauty, but like when it comes to the NFL, like you have like one game each like round when you're in like the playoffs, but also in the start of the season when you're like in the league system. Like you're not playing many games. Like each game is so important in the NFL, whereas in the NBA, you can lose a few games and you'll be fine. Like the teams that qualify, I don't think there's. Well, it's not possible for a team to have a negative record to qualify. That wouldn't really be possible. That would be crazy. But close to like negative records, like they're not like got much more wins than losses, and it is a lot of games. I mean, the NBA it works right. People like watch. There'll be people that watch every single like game for their team, right? And you'll get games every other day. It's just crazy. Like the NBA is just non-stop.
Play less. Play 38 games a season, and ideally the top 3 get relegated, top 1 wins the league, top 4 get Champions League. Only the fourth quarter actually matters, because when points are so frivolous, you know, only the end matters, and there's lots of squeaking. Right, let's actually get to the arena now.
Ow. What a name for a stadium.
Wow, there it is,
Arena.
the Crypto.com arena. There's loads of flies around. Can you see them on the camera? There is a ridiculous amount of flies. Why is there so many f***ing flies? Why do people call me cynical? I've arrived at the Crypto.com arena. It looks really sick from the outside. I always find it interesting with how big America is, population-wise. The stadiums always feel quite small comparatively. I don't know, it might be big inside. You know, it's a grower, not a shower. I think the stadium probably is too. Can't help but feeling Shaq looks slightly different. The TV really does change your appearance.
Jesus Christ.
Look, if I'm going to be becoming an actual NBA fan for the day, I think I should find the team store and get an item of clothing that makes me clear I'm a big Lakers fan. What I want is like a very generic American, like a baseball jacket, you know, but like obviously basketball. Like that's what I'm looking for really, because I need to show I am #1 fan. Excuse me guys, do you know where the team store is?
It's gonna be, so you go straight this way.
These statues are cool. I can't lie. Oh, so it's because obviously the NHL will be played in these stadiums as well. They've got players for the NHL team and then obviously the Lakers as well. That's so fascinating to me. Makes sense. And they're cool statues. That's a sick statue.
Just on my first loop of this stadium, and I love this. This is amazing. Like, it feels like there's proper history, like a proper. It's worth remembering when I did my college football video, people were like being really negative, and I wasn't being negative of the sport of American football. Like, I think American football's great. Like, I watch the NFL all the time. Just couldn't fathom college sport. Like, because when you come somewhere like this, where there's actually like a franchise and a history behind it, and like proper tradition, you realise the point I was making. Like, some of these statues around here are so sick. Like I said, I'm not at the club store. I'm gonna get inside, and I want to get something that makes me like just generically very touristy. The most like you'd never wear it, but you buy it when you're away, and you get home and you're like, well, I bought that thing, and you're like, yeah, but I'd never wear it in a normal context. It's also like 30 degrees, so I'm gonna stink. Here we go then. Team LA. I wonder if they get funny about me filming. I reckon they will, which is fair enough. Oh, it's a woman's. Oh, Alice. So this kind of vibe is what I was talking about, just like completely over the top. It is $250. Moving on. Team store done. It
$250.
literally happened exactly how I thought it would happen. The guy came over to me and said, you can't film in here because people can use your video to then copy the jerseys and sell them. I was like, if only these games weren't streamed to millions of people worldwide to see the jerseys and you didn't put photos of them on your team store to sell. I was like, I'm not gonna ruin a guy's day. He's been told to tell people not to film in there. It's his job. But I found the most generic sort of touristy thing I could find in there for $220. Processing that still. You want to see it on? So I am so basketball. I could be one of the guys who dies really early in Top Gun. That's me now, and it's so hot in the sun. $220 is a lot of money for a jacket, and so are flights and hotels for this. So a huge thanks to this video's sponsor, Memento. Yes, this is my.
He secured the bag again, and I think it's Memento again. There was Memento last time as well. Go on, lad.
For anyone who goes to watch sports games, if you haven't tried it out, I genuinely think it is brilliant. Let's keep exploring. If they don't call that Shaquille O'Neal statue the Shaq Stew, then what is the point?
That's such a sick statue.
What really is the point? I've taken the opportunity to do some research, and I've researched into both teams, and here are some stats I found. Well, it's very surface level. No one's coming here for in-depth NBA knowledge. I don't even know, really. I just know they squeak a lot and there's threes and twos. Here are my hard-hitting facts about the LA Lakers, overlay on screen. They have LeBron James. They've won 17 NBA championships, tied for the most in NBA history. Their famous players are Kobe Bryant, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, and Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt sounds like he's from an era of Iorta, you know. Golden State, they have Steph Curry. There's the first fact. In-depth knowledge is really good for me, that. 7 national championships. It's not exactly 17 though, is it? Their notable players are Steph Curry, Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt again. We've got Wilt. Wilt on both. What was Wilt doing? How good was Wilt? Nate Thurmond and Chris Mullin, who is known as a small forward. There's a position in this sport called small forward. How small is small in basketball? 6'4"? Gonna get some food, then get inside. What I'm really saying is I need shelter, because why the f did I buy a jacket? I tell you what though, an absolute win for the little guy, then given a free deodorant from Bath and Body Works. That basically makes the jacket free. They love a band in America, properly love a band. I feel like you should know at least one instrument if you live here, and it's usually the trumpet.
Wait, so are they there for every game? Just the trumpet band? It's pretty cool, to be fair. I mean, it's random as hell.
I'm inside the belly of the beast. Nearly got the camera confiscated, which is interesting, but we're here. Is that John Cena? Big up Cena. Let's watch some basketball. There's like 20 minutes till the game starts. I'm not going to do anything on the concourse for now. I'm going to get to my seat because I don't want this camera to be confiscated, so I'm just going to sit down and then go from there. Bear in mind, this camera is tiny, and everyone here is going to have their phones out during the game. I don't get it. But so far, this stadium is very snazzy, very fancy. $22 for a Bud Light. Are you joking? The seat is down here.
Did you say $22 for a Bud? Oh, flipping hell, what? That is mental.
This is exciting. I'm excited to see the stadium. Oh my, we are very close to the front. Hell. Oh my god.
He's also brought Michael Thompson. Tonight's game is televised throughout Southern California on Spectrum Sportsnet, celebrating the 12th campaign as a TV home of the Lakers.
These seats are a joke. Oh
It's a
my
sick
god.
view.
I'm sorry to every American that's going to be fuming at us for doing this.
Tonight's game being televised around
This is unbelievable. F***ing hell, these seats. This stadium is phenomenal, by the way, as well. I know nothing about what I'm about to watch, which is probably really annoying for everyone who's a big basketball fan watching this video. There's LeBron James walking through in there. There is LeBron James. My word. LeBron James, and then the other side of him is Steph Curry. I'm also so intrigued to know, like, who's courtside? Like, who are they?
Larry David, is he courtside?
I'd like Larry David to be there.
So with this stadium, right, you've obviously got all this Lakers memorabilia and like historical like numbers and stuff like this. When the NHL teams play, oh, so is this for the NHL team? I think this, yeah, these are the NHL players, aren't they? Because Stanley Cup champions twice here. So that's the that's the NHL side, and then you've got the Lakers side on the other side. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
I think the dynamic shift between US and UK sports is so different because the US loves stars and we love shooting down people. It's like a really interesting like culture shift. There's a buzzer. A player just thanked the crowd before the game started. In England they'd be getting booed if you had a bad season. You're getting booed on that. Once again, maybe we're just really negative and quite draining as people.
You see by the dawn's early light, you're the land of the free and the home
basketball season?
82.
So the players hear that national anthem 82 times?
Yep.
So they hear the national anthem 82 times.
Golden State Warriors.
And why are the lyrics on the screen when no one sings along? I also think this national anthem is sick. It is sick. But 82 times in a season, Christ.
Steph Curry just got announced and everyone in the stadium cheered him. It's the home game for the Lakers. Boo him, call him a get into it. Yeah, it's like proper. Good.
Even when it's not screaming.
I can't see
wow.
Oh, it's on there.
They really make it a show. I don't think I've ever seen it like this, from this sort of view, because obviously when you're watching it on the TV, I don't think you get this sort of coverage. This is pretty crazy.
Okay, this is mental.
But light show.
Celebrating their 64th year in Southern California, 76th year in the NBA. The franchise with 17 NBA titles.
Okay, that is sick. That was sick. Fair enough. Sort of wish these two would sit down.
Uniform wearer number 23, 6'9", 21st campaign from St. Vincent St. Mary's High School, LeBron James.
Okay, really cool. And you get back to your butt because there's lots going on. But what is the sport like? Is the sport good? I hope so, because this jacket was expensive. I wonder who's at courtside. I'm really interested. I'm buying in now, aren't I? I'm a sucker. They've got me. But
Where it's an LA game, isn't it? So there's going to be, I feel like for whenever the Lakers play, there's always, you're going to have crazy celebrities there, right?
for God's sake, if like Bob Odenkirk is here or someone like that, I will run down there. I will. I just will. The tip-off has happened. Lots of squeaking. So, there's music playing during the game. Ah, rubbish.
Does the music stay on throughout? Oh, there we go. No?
Does music get played throughout the whole game? I don't know that. One thing I don't like about
That
US
is
sports
quite
culture in
random.
general is the resale market is very, very big, and I don't want the UK to go like this. For example, the whole row in front of us is just empty. Will they fill, or are they still on sale? I don't like it either way. So we're halfway through the first quarter. There's a lot of points, 25 so far, but it's been fun. I do sort of stand by my original point where it's like you score, we score, and then in the last quarter we'll try and see who can score more in that one. But I might be wrong. I'm sure I am, but I'm not going to care if you correct me. So there's no wasting both of our time really. So this is what I can't get behind this. We're 6 minutes into the first quarter. Fair enough, whatever. If you enjoy it, I'm not going to tell someone they can't enjoy something. I can just say my opinion on it. But I guess if you're playing 85 games a season, you need to keep people entertained somehow. How is there not more like pitch invasions here? It's not that hard to get on, surely. Like, I get people at courtside and whatever, and they're like invited and they're really famous people, but like surely more people could get there. Like I'm not that far from there. Really weird.
I've decided I'm going to do the generic thing and get a pretzel or something. Something ridiculous that you'd never get in England.
Pretzels. If they don't do pretzels, then what are we doing with our lives? Let's get one cinnamon pretzel, please. Thank you, have a good day. Oh, that's so good. At the end of the first quarter, the score doesn't matter yet. Us real basketball fans know the first quarter, it doesn't matter. 2 more quarters of not mattering to go yet. Three-pointer limbs. That's free. Have that, Golden State. You've been absolutely mugged.
I don't know how many calories were in that pretzel, but bloody hell, I'm so full. I'm the real athlete here.
Sorry, I'm sure that's Will Ferrell over there, underneath the hoop. That's Will Ferrell. So, hope you enjoyed the game, Will. I like the guy who sweeps. The guy who sweeps is my man of the match. Look at him go.
What an athlete. Go on. So
How much do the sweepers get paid, or whatever their job title is? Do they get paid a decent amount? Because that is such a unique job.
Currently 14 ahead, but I'm telling you, there will be a point where this game will be level. It just, I know nothing, but I'm just sure that will happen, all right? I'm just sure of it. Oh, they've gone for 3 points. Oh, just get it in the basket, I reckon. This guy here is a Lakers legend, James Worthy. We are not James. We are not Worthy. Worthing? Oh, sorry, it's really just... I'm really sorry to everyone. Half time. Interesting stuff.
Half time is really interesting.
Wait, this is half time. It's a high-scoring game for half time.
In terms of like, someone hit
60-71. What the hell?
a three-pointer, but because the game's so end-to-end, like table tennis, you hit a three-pointer and then like it's like, oh no, the ball's coming back at you. You can't really celebrate it. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. But apparently the last quarter everything is mental, so we'll see. But I'm enjoying it. A lot going on, a lot of flashing lights, a lot of noises. Very much like a kids' play area, you know. Keep them focused. It would be annoying if I was an athlete, but I'm not. I've just eaten like 800 calories of pretzel, so there's that. And I'm also so used to a sport where the goals matter so much. Like one goal is the equivalent of like 40, 50 points here. So it's like, I guess it's like trying to train my brain to not think like that.
People are angry, people are big mad, but the gap's down to 6 points. So, I told you what would happen. I know this sport more than anyone. Oh.
Congratulations to our lucky fan.
Oh, beef on the pitch, but someone's won something from Toyota. Come on. I'm looking for a bald man because Jeff Bezos is here and he got booed when he came on the screen.
Really?
Nobody needs that much money, Jeff. Those interested, if you see a bald head glistening in the distance, that's Jeff Bezos.
Oh, wow.
Ignore me. The gap was 6. The gap's now 17. But the players are talking about whether they prefer appetizers or desserts going into the final quarter. What does he prefer? He doesn't like desserts. Well, aren't these good boys? They're not good. They're look at these athletes go. Someone gets to shoot a halfway line shot for $100,000. Go on, Ebony. $100,000. Oh. You've bottled that. 15 points to go, well, in the gap in 12 minutes. And I still bet there'll be a point where it looks like the Lakers get back into this. I'm telling you. Don't use the word bet unless you're awful at it. People seem to be leaving. How much time does he want? And you're still missed. Sorry, that's probably really annoying, but it's not easy to get it in. Well, fair. They heard you get a free tote bag on the way out, and they're all off.
Can't
Fair
see
enough.
anything.
You know, us true fans, we stay to the end. To be clear, basically everyone is leaving. They're all
What
off.
the hell?
That's straight. It's actually turned out to be a complete annihilation. Shows what I knew about the sport. There's 4 seconds left. They're going to struggle to get 14 points in this time, I tell you that. Game done. The Lakers lost. No one cares because we all got 2 free tacos. And that's the real prize.
basketball.
That was fascinating to me. I mean, you have music. I mean, obviously on TV you don't hear all this stuff, do you? Like, there's music going on throughout pretty much the whole game, or from what I saw here, it was pretty much the whole game. Like when the game's on.
Look, I went in with a cynical view because I am English, but I actually really enjoyed myself. The spectacle, how grand everything is, how there's a lot of stuff going on. It's very different to, say, like the experience of football that I'm used to, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. I actually had a really good time. Obviously, it's a shame the Lakers got absolutely battered, but I would go to another basketball game again, which I think, for me, if I'm doing something twice, you've got me. So, yeah, I think that is how I would sum up my experience at basketball. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section down below, and if I should do more sports that are different.
Well, there we go. See, him going to hockey, Ellis, I think you might really enjoy hockey. Low scoring, so every goal is game-changing. Big hits, fast play, passionate crowds. Give that a try. And then if you want to experience a game in the lowest level of professional hockey in the States, let me know and I'll show you my hometown team. The thing is, like, the NHL, like when you watch ice hockey, Like it's like sort of it reminds me of football, but on steroids because it's just so much faster. Like everything has to be done at such like a quick. Like you've got to like sort of react so quickly. You're going at these high speeds. You got to score. You got these small goals with the goalkeeper's pretty much protecting the whole goal. It's just a level above like pretty much any sport I've seen. It's just ridiculous, but it's obviously a very unique sport. Not everyone can play it and everyone can do it. Ellis, you kind of look like LeBron. But there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction, and yeah, this was a pretty cool little look into this because again, I didn't really know this experience either. Again, it's cool to see the statues outside. Like they were some pretty cool statues. Like from what my experience is like when I went to the team that I support in the UK, Manchester United. The statues are like they're very cool, but they don't like. There's been statues of Shaq dunking, like that's just different level. But that was cool. It really reminds me of like an arcade inside the stadium. Constant like sounds, colourful. When you score, there's like a sound, like a reward sound. Really reminds me of an arcade. But hopefully you enjoyed this reaction, and until next time, like, subscribe, and peace.